Hey guys, it's Ashley and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new. So today I decided to bring you guys a video that I feel like I've seen this before, but I'm not quite sure where I've seen it. But I wanted to talk about books that I bought because of BookTube. So basically BookTube made me buy these books. So I joined BookTube about 3 years ago and I've always loved reading, I really have, but BookTube has opened me up to a whole new world of reading and all these different authors and genres that I never even thought of. And so I've learned about a million books since I've joined BookTube, and some of them I've actually bought. So I decided to break this up into two parts. The first part that I'm going to be talking about today is my top 5 books that BookTube made me buy that I've read. And then part 2 is going to be the top 5 books that I've bought that I haven't read yet. So let's go ahead and get started with the books that I have read. So number 5 for books that BookTube made me buy is gonna be Can You Keep a Secret by Sophie Kinsella. So I bought this, I wanna say about 3 years ago. I had never heard of Sophie Kinsella before BookTube. I know she wrote the Confessions of a Shopaholic series, but I had never read those. I had seen the movie, but I've never read the actual book series. And I found out about Can You Keep a Secret by Sophie Kinsella. I want to say it was from Bookables. She loves Sophie Kinsella, and because of her, I love Sophie Kinsella. This is the first one that I've ever read by her, and it is so good. All of her books are so funny, like they crack me up. And if you have a chance to read them on audiobook, definitely listen to the audiobook because it's so great. All of her audiobooks are great, and again, I just laugh out loud reading her books. But yes, so Can You Keep a Secret by Sophie Kinsella is number 5. Okay, number 4 is not going to be a novel. It is actually a graphic novel, and that is Saga. So I have volumes 1 through 4. Those are the only ones I've read so far, but I absolutely love these. Again, I don't remember who I heard about Saga from on BookTube, but it was definitely on BookTube. And so when I finally saw them in stores, I had to pick them up. It's such a good read, such great graphic novels. It's like the imagery is amazing in this. It's a sci-fi story. It is very graphic, so I would say this is not for children at all. But it's great series to pick up. I think they're in like volume 9, I want to say now. I'm not exactly sure, but I need to pick up the rest of them. But this is definitely a very good read and a short read. I've read all of these in one sitting, so definitely pick these up. Okay, number 3 is going to be the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. I absolutely love this series. I only own, physically I own Cinder and Scarlet, but I listened to the whole series on audiobook. It is so good. It's such a great story. These are fairy tale retellings. So Cinder, of course, is Cinderella. Scarlet is Little Red Riding Hood. Cress is Rapunzel. And then Winter is Snow White. And it's such an amazing story. It's based in the future, and Cinder is actually a android. So I don't know. I mean, it's a great retelling of a fairy tale, and I loved it. I don't know, but this is super good. If you get a chance, listen to the audiobook as well for this one. I love the audiobooks of these because you get all the different characters' voices, and they were very distinct. But I don't know. I really enjoyed this one. I know everybody loves this one. I'm hoping they make this into a movie or a TV series. I don't know if they will. I know there's been talk before of movies, but I don't know if it will ever get made, but this is definitely a good series to pick up. Okay, so my last 2, I absolutely love these books. One of them I read 3 years ago, and the other one I read very recently, and they're just amazing. And honestly, I couldn't choose between 1 and 2 with them, so I'm just gonna pick them up. So number 2 is gonna be Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I love this book, and literally I haven't heard a single person on BookTube say anything bad about this book. Now, Carry On is a whole nother story, but Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell is so good. I related to the main character, Kath, so much. She was literally me my freshman year of college, besides the fact that she writes fan fiction and I don't. But I related to her so much. This is another book that I read in one sitting. I could not put it down. I love it. It's so amazing. If you haven't heard of Fangirl, I feel like you haven't been on BookTube because everybody talks about it. I feel like everybody owns it. Everybody loves it. If you haven't read it, pick it up. It's amazing. Okay, and number one is, again, a book that I recently read, and I just read it for a BookTube-a-thon, and that is going to be The Wicked Deep by Shea Earnshaw. This one just was released this year, and everybody started talking about it on BookTube. A lot of people were comparing it to Hocus Pocus, and I love Hocus Pocus, so I picked it up. I read it during BookTube-a-thon, and I could not put it down. It was so amazing. I did have to put it down one night because if I didn't, I wasn't going to sleep that night, but it's such a great story. I will say that I kind of predicted what was going to happen in the end, but it was still amazing to actually see how it came about. And I don't know, it's just a great story. Yes, it is compared to Hocus Pocus, but it has like a more of a bit of a twist. It's not as witchy, I guess, as you could say, but it's so good. If you can get your hands on this, definitely pick it up. I think this would be a great read around Halloween time. So if you guys can pick it up this year in October, definitely do that. Okay, so those are my top 5 books that I have read that I feel like BookTube made me buy. Not that I feel like BookTube made me buy it because everybody was talking about it and I just had to pick them up. But they are all amazing reads. I really did enjoy all of those books. They are so good. If you haven't had a chance to read them, definitely pick them up. If you have, let me know down below what you guys thought of all those books. I honestly, again, I think they're all amazing. I would hands down read them again, and yeah, I love them. But again, BookTube made me buy them, but that's okay. I'm very happy that it did. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.